Teen mom Nathan Griffith arrested again. Domestic violence, shocking details. News has come out that Nathan Griffith of Teen Mom fame was recently placed in police custody over alleged domestic violence charges. This comes out following other domestic violence stories concerning the reality TV personality. Fans have also been sharing their reactions to the story on social media. Screenshots of a police report and a custody report have been shared online. Teen Mom fans know Griffith as the former fiancé of Janelle Evans. He is the father of her son, Kaiser Griffith. Nathan also has a daughter, Emery, from a previous relationship. In 2022, Nathan married Mayoyola, though the relationship has since been off and on. On social media, Teen Mom fans learned that Nathan recently got into legal troubles. As one fan shared, Nathan's girlfriend posted this selfie and completely wiped him off of her Instagram. Something told me to look him up on VineLink, and sure as *****, it shows he is in custody as of last night. A few screenshots were shared, including the custody record. It was shared that Nathan Joseph Griffith was in custody as Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. A police report had also claimed he was arrested on a charge of domestic battery by strangulation on April 23, 2025. His cash bail and surety bail were listed at $15,000. The record also showed an additional charge for arrest for violation of probation/condition of suspended sentence. Nathan Griffith had been involved with a few domestic violence cases over the years. In addition, a screenshot had been shared by Nathan's girlfriend's social media. She could be seen wearing a scarf, sunglasses, and a hat. An emoji also notably covered the center of the girlfriend's face. Screenshots had also been shared of her social media accounts, which appeared to have removed references to Nathan. As previously reported, this is not the first time that Nathan had been arrested on charges of strangulation. A previous case, which he pled guilty to, reportedly involved Nathan's sister as the victim. At the time, he was required to attend a veterans court program as part of his probation. However, after failing to obey, would end up resentenced. Back in 2021, Nathan spoke with the U.S. Sun, where he shared he was on disability after serving in the U.S. Marine Corps. At the time, he shared, "I have traumatic brain injury on top of PTSD." Fans also shared their own reactions to the story. Nathan also shared, "I would feel threatened. And any military man out there would feel this way. When someone has a gun, your life feels threatened. Especially when the cop puts his hand on the gun. It's fight or flight." At the time, Nathan also shared that he lost a friend and a fellow Marine. At the time, he shared it really took a toll on him. In 2024, the publication also reported that Nathan's wife, Mayoyola, was arrested on domestic battery charges. Griffith himself was the alleged victim. On social media, many fans have been sharing their reactions to the news. Many showed sympathy to the victims. In particular, many fans were concerned over the girlfriend's appearance, as she donned sunglasses and a scarf. That said, a few also have shared pity for Nathan himself. Some comments included, "Madison Maddie Blake was a name everyone knew. First introduced to America at 16, wide-eyed and scared. Holding a positive pregnancy test in her trembling hands on the pilot episode of Teen Mom. Next generation. Viewers watched her grow up, raise her son Jace, navigate toxic relationships, fight with her mom on camera, cry in backseats of Ubers, and promise every reunion that she was finally turning her life around. But headlines on a chilly Tuesday morning told a different story. Teen Mom star Madison Blake arrested for domestic violence in shocking turn of events. Social media exploded before the sun even rose. The mugshot leaked within minutes. Maddie's hair, once a shining blonde curtain of sponsored shampoo deals, was a disheveled mess. Mascara painted streaks down her cheeks, her eyes vacant. Not angry. Not sad, just gone. Fans scoured Reddit, TikTok, and X, formerly Twitter, for the story. What happened to Maddie, they asked. Was it her boyfriend Kyle? What about Jace? Where was MTV? In the quiet, pre-dawn hours, the truth unfurled in whispers and leaks. The 911 call had come from a neighbor in Maddie's suburban townhouse complex. A woman's voice screaming, glass breaking. A male shouting, "Get off me." A child crying, then silence. When police arrived, Maddie answered the door barefoot, blood on her shirt, shaking. Inside, Kyle Bennett, her on-again, off-again boyfriend of 3 years and former co-star, sat slumped against the kitchen island with a busted lip and a black eye. Broken picture frames littered the floor. Jace, now 7, was found hiding in his closet with his tablet and noise-canceling headphones, like he'd done this before. Police reports indicated Maddie allegedly struck Kyle during an argument about her late-night partying and texts from another man. Kyle reportedly tried to walk away when Maddie, in an intoxicated and agitated state, followed him, grabbed a coffee mug, and threw it at his back. It missed, but her fists didn't. She was charged with misdemeanor domestic battery and child endangerment. Jace was taken into protective custody with CPS pending a court hearing. Maddie was booked, posted bail by noon, and left the station in an oversized hoodie and sunglasses, refusing to speak to paparazzi. But her silence screamed louder than words. Behind closed doors, the story unraveled even more. MTV had cut ties with Maddie quietly months ago. Ratings dipped. She'd skipped shoots. There were rumors of erratic behavior on set, lost brand deals, and production halts due to her drinking. While Maddie painted herself as a misunderstood, young mom trying her best, insiders whispered she was spiraling. We had to edit entire episodes just to keep her from looking totally unhinged, a former producer told a gossip blog. One time she accused a camera guy of flirting with Kyle, then smashed his camera. We never aired that. The truth was harder than a headline. Maddie had been trying to claw her way back into relevance. YouTube vlogs, desperate TikTok dances with Jace in the background, awkward product sponsorships for teeth whiteners and waist trainers. She had fans, but she also had demons. Kyle had stayed longer than he should have. Viewers once cheered for him, a reformed party boy who stood by Maddie through postpartum depression, court battles with her mother, and internet bullying. But lately, he'd looked tired, distant, hollowed out. Sources said Kyle had been planning to leave. He had a new job offer in Arizona, a lease signed without telling Maddie. The fight that led to her arrest wasn't about a party or a text. It was about custody. Kyle had wanted to take Jace with him. Maddie saw it as betrayal. "Take Jace and go," she allegedly screamed, according to Kyle's statement. "You're not his father, Kyle. I made this family. You don't get to break it." But the family was already broken. Years of trauma, pressure, and unhealed wounds had left fractures too deep to see until they exploded. The public reaction was swift and divided. Some rallied behind Maddie. "She's the real victim," a fan tweeted. "She's been through so much. Kyle's no angel either." Others were less forgiving. "There's no excuse for violence," wrote another. "She had a kid in the house. This isn't teen drama. It's domestic abuse." Even her castmates, once a sisterhood of solidarity, were hesitant to comment. Leah posted a vague Instagram story. "Protect your peace and your children. Period." Jenna, another teen mom, NG alum, tweeted then deleted, "We all warned her." The reunion special, which had been scheduled to tape that week, was postponed indefinitely. Days later, Maddie finally spoke. It wasn't a press conference. It wasn't a dramatic social media video. It was a Notes app screenshot posted to her Instagram story, white text on black background.